Okay, the next thing we're going to take off is our side panel. Now my screws here, like I said, I sprayed them overnight to let them soak, and now what I've got to do, my screws are full of paint. So I took I've got a real fine flathead screwdriver, and I'm just going to knock that paint right out of there so I can get a screwdriver in there and take them off. Okay, now we're going to grab our flathead screwdriver and start taking these screws out. Sometimes when you got a screw stuck in there, what you can do is just put your screwdriver in there and tap the top of it. Sometimes that'll help loosen it up. There it goes. Now these screws on the side, you can also spray some penetrating oil from the backside because these screws poke out. Now these screws also have a washer on there, so be careful not to lose those. Okay, there's our side. I'm going to put my screws back and then we'll spin it around and we'll do the other side. This side, there's a little bit more to do on it. So the first thing you want to take out is this is where the top of that nozzle sits in. Now on the back side, we've got a 7/16 nut. And so I haven't sprayed these because what I'm hoping is these being froze in, I can just put my ratchet on the back here and get it to loosen up. Yeah, there it goes. So then on the top now, I'll have to use, because this vent goes up, I can't get a ratchet, I can't get a socket in on it, so I'll have to use a wrench. And there is a washer on the back of this screw here, so. Alright, let's see if we can get that top one loose. Okay, there's our vent. So I'm going to put my screws and my washer and my nut back on there and set it aside, and then we'll work on the other part here. Okay, before we jump and tackle the top part, I've got a brace down here with 2 screws in it, and on the back of these screws are square nuts. So I'm going to try and get those loosened up and out, and they're real small. Well, the nuts are starting to round off here, so next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to try and take this coupler off, and then when I pull this top out, then maybe I'll be able to slide it up and out of the way, and then work on this later. Sometimes you can tighten it to loosen it. There we go. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is try and take these nuts off the back, and these are 7/16 as well. Now this is only going to remove the plate that goes around this piece. It's not actually going to remove the whole thing. Now if something gets stuck, what I do is I will put the nut back on it, and then you can lightly tap on that nut. That way you won't ruin your threads or flare out the top. So there, that come loose. we go. Now the next thing I'm going to do is try and get this pipe off of here. So I'm just going to grab my pipe wrench, see if I can get lucky and get it loose. She ain't gonna go that way. Well, I'm still having trouble getting that pipe off over there. So the next thing I'm gonna do, I took this off of my little stand to spin it around. I'm gonna lay it flat, try and get some leverage on it that way. See if I can bust it loose that way. There it goes. Well, I thought it was coming, but it just snapped, so sometimes that's the way it goes. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take these top rings off. And what you're going to need is, I think these are 7/16 again. Nope, they're a half. So what you need is a ratchet. Now there's 2 bolts that are holding these rings on, okay? And these side panels come up and they're welded over, so there's also a bolt and a nut that kind of holds these internal workings together. So for right now, we're just going to get our half. We're going to take these nuts, bolts out to get these top rings off. Okay, and there's our top rings. Throw my nuts back in there and we'll do the other side. Well, that's the end of our second part in our 4-part series on how to disassemble your Wayne 60. Now in our next video, you're going to see how to remove the manifold, the computer, as well as some other internal parts. Now as you're working, if you don't have a copy of our catalog here, I highly recommend you drop us a line and get one. It's absolutely free, and as you start pulling your pump apart, you can see what parts you're going to need to replace, and you can circle them, or you can just highlight them like I do. That way you're going to have an ongoing tab of the parts that you need, so when you put your order in, it's all there for you. I'll tell you, there's nothing worse than putting your pump back together and realizing that you're missing a part. The last thing, if you look in our catalog and you see that there isn't a part in there that you need, don't panic. Just give us a call. There's a pretty good chance that we have that part and it's just not in the catalog yet. We're in the process of redoing our catalog, and when it's done, you're going to see that we've gone from our old 120-page catalog to a 180-page catalog. That's how many more parts we have available. Also, while you're disassembling your pump, if you run into any snags, feel free to give us a call at 402-592-1710. You can drop us an email at diane@gaspumphheaven.com. Also, there's another easy way to reach us, and it's on our Facebook page, which is at facebook.com/gaspumphheaven. And there's no spaces in between there. You can also link to our Facebook from our website, which is at gaspumphheaven.com. Now, when you get to your Facebook page, make sure that you like us. Then, when you're on our page, go to where it says write something, type out your question, and we're going to get back to you as quick as we can. Well, that's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching.